Since 2023, various outlets of China's sportswear brand, Guirenniao, have begun clearing out inventory one after the other. And as of March 2024, they're still clearing them out. Items originally priced at 399 yuan are now being sold for 59.9 yuan. And you can buy 4 100% cotton short-sleeve shirts for 100 yuan. Videos show Guirenniao's stores crowded with customers buying clearance items. Not only is the brand withdrawing from shelves, but the company is also on the verge of collapse. As of the trading close on March 4th, Guirenniao's stock price hit the bottom limit again at 0.78 yuan per share. According to reports from Chinese media, from February 1st to March 7th, the company's stock price closed below 1 yuan for 20 consecutive trading days. In accordance with regulations, the Shanghai Stock Exchange has decided to delist the Guirenniao stock ST Guiren. Due to the implementation of the delisting warning, the stock abbreviation changed from Guirenniao to ST Guiren. On March 11th, just as Guirenniao was delisted, the company's chairman became the subject of an investigation by authorities for suspected illegal activities. It was revealed that the investigation was mainly around financial fraud and false information disclosure in the company's operations. This news immediately caused a strong shock in the market, with investors expressing concerns about its future. As the first A-share listed sportswear company in mainland China, Guirenniao was once a big hit. Public data shows that Guirenniao Sports Group was established in 1987. At its peak, the company had over 5,000 direct employees and more than 5,000 brand stores, opening an average of 3 stores every day. In January 2014, Guirenniao became the first A-share sportswear company in China upon its listing, and its controlling shareholder, Lin Tianfu, briefly became the richest man in Guangzhou with a fortune of 19 billion yuan. However, the good times didn't last long, and the once celebrated shoe king, Guirenniao, quickly began to decline. Since 2016, Guirenniao's operating conditions have declined rapidly, with its stock price falling year after year. In 2018, the company suffered a huge loss of 686 million yuan, wiping out 5 years of profits in 1 year. In the first quarter of 2019, the company's operating income plummeted by 37%, with assets and liabilities reaching 3 billion yuan. In January this year, it forecasts a net loss of nearly 500 million yuan in 2023. Meanwhile, Guirenniao's sales revenue and profits have been declining. In 2018, sales revenue was about 2.8 billion yuan, down by 14%. In 2019, it suffered a loss of about 1.1 billion yuan. And in 2020, another loss of 380 million yuan. Due to years of losses, Guirenniao's stock was issued a delisting risk warning in 2020. At the same time, the company also faced problems such as loan defaults and dealer payment arrears. Between 2020 and 2021, Lin Tianfu received 5 spending restrictions. By the end of 2020, the number of Guirenniao stores had plummeted from a peak of over 5,500 to around 1,400. To address the company's financial crisis in 2021, Lin Tianfu introduced Li Zhihua, northeastern China's grain tycoon, as a restructuring shareholder of the company. He sold 20% of ST Guiren's share to Li Zhihua for 420 million yuan. However, just a few years later, internal turmoil resurfaced at Guirenniao. On February 23rd this year, an announcement issued by Guirenniao revealed that Li Zhihua had received a filing notice from the China Securities Regulatory Commission and is now under investigation for breaking laws related to information disclosure. A decade ago, it was Guirenniao's heyday, and now a decade later, it's in complete freefall. So how did the former shoe king rise to the top, and why has it fallen? According to Guirenniao, its fall is due to insufficient market demand and intense market competition in the sportswear industry. However, according to analysts, the cause of Guirenniao's decline were its own fault, bad investments and neglecting its core business. Guirenniao has always operated under a highly centralized ownership model. In 2014, founder Lin Tianfu held over 76% of the shares, giving him majority decision-making power over Guirenniao. Because of Guirenniao's rapid economic surge in a short period of time, after going public, Lin was not satisfied with his company just being a sportswear brand. Instead, he set his sights on the entire sports industry chain, starting his investment craze. In 2015, Guirenniao invested 240 million yuan to acquire shares in Hupu Sports, a community website focused on sports events and male lifestyles, becoming its second largest shareholder. It also collaborated with Hupu to establish the Arena Capital Fund, worth up to 2 billion yuan, investing in industries such as education, training, running, and fitness. Later, Guirenniao also invested in the Chinese online sports equipment retailer S.cn, offline sports product retailer JZX Sports, and even entered the sports insurance and gaming fields. However, these acquired enterprises not only failed to bring profits, but instead became financial black holes. According to market data, within 3 years of going public, under Lin Tianfu's leadership, Guirenniao burned through 5 billion yuan cash. More seriously, these investments did not synergize with its original core business. Instead, the main business had to subsidize the new ones. This led to the brand's demise. Although Guirenniao later realized the consequences and hastily cut losses by selling off some of the businesses, it was already too late. Guirenniao's decline is similar to the failure of the Belt and Road Initiative, Xi Jinping's campaign to provide financial and technological support to third world countries. Despite the CCP's attempts to uplift developing nations, China's subpar engineering quality and investments related to the initiative has significantly depleted China's economic resources and international reputation. The CCP's strategy of fostering friendship through extravagant expenditure has ultimately proven counterproductive, effectively causing harm to its own interests. In other words, like father like son, Guirenniao, following the CCP's lead, embarked on a spree of investments with no net gain. In addition to these, scholars have found that besides investment failures, Guirenniao's product quality in the clothing industry has repeatedly encountered problems, coupled with slow updates, which also seem to have greatly affected the company's growth. Initially, Guirenniao capitalized on the market opportunities through impressive marketing and cost-effective strategies, swiftly dominating the market and achieving its peak. This success was largely due to the domestic sportswear sector experiencing a void at the time, allowing Guirenniao to take advantage of the prime development phase. However, as time progressed, the company adopted a more cautious approach, and its outdated designs failed to appeal to customers. This, along with falling product quality, resulted in several warnings from regulatory bodies. In 2021, the Fujian Provincial Market Supervision Bureau issued 2 rounds of provincial-level quality inspection announcements. The inspected products included student backpacks, student stationery, student clothing, children's and infant clothing, children's shoes, etc. Among them, backpacks produced by Guirenniao were found to be substandard, as well as children's runners. In January 2023, media reports stated that running shoes produced by Guirenniao were inspected by the Fujian Provincial Market Supervision Administration and found to have substandard outsole abrasion resistance. In March of the same year, the Fujian Provincial Market Supervision Administration released the results of a shoe product quality supervision inspection, revealing that a batch of men's running shoes produced by Guirenniao failed to meet the standard for outsole abrasion resistance. On February 22, 2024, the Beijing Municipal Market Supervision Bureau issued information on the quality supervision inspection of children's shoes, revealing that 13 batches of products by Guirenniao, including the GRN Young running shoes, did not meet relevant standards. The non-compliance issues involved outsole abrasion resistance, heavy metal content, and phthalates. Meanwhile, as young consumers' preferences evolved, Guirenniao's shoes designs increasingly fell short of expectations, earning it a reputation for being outdated. This perception has stuck with the brand, especially among Chinese consumers, making its name and style seem old-fashioned and unappealing to the youth. To counter this, many malls in smaller cities have introduced promotions. Such strategies have indirectly diminished Guirenniao's brand value, worsening its situation. In contrast, foreign brands such as Adidas and Nike sponsor international events, actively aligning with the younger generation. Therefore, young people are more willing to buy these luxury products rather than domestic brands like Guirenniao. With declining product quality leading to loss of consumer reputation and lack of innovation, Guirenniao was eventually abandoned by consumers. So does Guirenniao still have a chance to successfully transform and turn the tables? After Guirenniao underwent bankruptcy restructuring in March 2021, Li Zhihua, the Northeast China grain tycoon, became the main controlling shareholder instead of Lin. After Li Zhihua took over, Guirenniao's growth strategy has changed significantly. The most obvious change is its transition to the grain industry, but this has not been able to reverse Guirenniao's decline. In September 2023, the company declared that Facing declining revenues and ongoing losses in the sportswear division since its restructuring, coupled with intensifying market rivalry, its plans to streamline and modify its sportswear operations. This includes disposing of brand assets like Guirenniao and prints through licensing, selling, and leasing, with a gradual exit from the sportswear sector. In October, the company decided to license the Guirenniao brand to Guangzhou Rongshun Shoes with an exclusive license for 1 million yuan per year with a licensing period of 10 years. In fact, since the restructuring in 2021, Guirenniao has adjusted the production model of sports shoes from in-house to an outsourced processing and procurement model. This also explains why Guirenniao's brand has frequently been exposed for quality issues. Following this, Li Zhihua places bets on the prepared food industry, possibly as another daring wager he believes could help Guirenniao make a comeback. On March 6 of this year, Guirenniao invested 100 million yuan to establish Jinhe Prepared Food Industry Park. The company is wholly owned by Guirenniao, with prepared food being a key focus of Guirenniao's new business segment. Media reports indicate that by the end of last year, China had more than 64,000 businesses involved in the prepared food sector. Forecasts suggest the market will continue to grow rapidly, with its value expected to hit 1.1 trillion yuan by 2026. Riding this wave, Guirenniao also wanted to carve out its share of the market. However, there are also many drawbacks. First of all, the competition in the prepared food industry is fierce. Moreover, Guirenniao's prepared food products are still in the research and development stage, with the industrial park also in its infancy. Whether prepared food can become Guirenniao's second curve remains unknown. Furthermore, the emerging nature of the prepared food industry presents challenges, including low sector concentration, the absence of standardized industry norms, and market acceptance falling short of expectations. Economists suggest that pivoting to the prepared food sector could currently be Guirenniao's optimal strategy. This shift promises to focus more on resources on the core food business, facilitating an industrial transformation and injecting new life into the secondary market. However, many experts remain skeptical about Guirenniao's prospects post-transformation. They argue that, despite the potential opportunities in the prepared food industry, this move could backfire on the brand. From a business integration viewpoint, the low correlation between the agriculture and footwear industries means that agricultural and Guirenniao's brands might dilute each other's strengths. For Guirenniao, venturing into a different industry could be more detrimental than beneficial to its sports brand, possibly hastening the Guirenniao brand's devaluation and decline. Additionally, reports have shown that the announcement of entering the prepared food industry did not stimulate Guirenniao's stock price. On the contrary, the stock price has continued to decline since early March 2023, with the current market value evaporating more than 90% from its peak of 40 billion yuan. Scholars also highlight a second reason, the current challenging economic climate in China, where intense competition spans across various sectors. This internal corporate rivalry has evolved into extreme competitiveness and over-reliance on political connections, leaving many firms struggling to navigate this cutthroat environment. Reports indicate that numerous prominent sports brands such as Guirenniao Sports have vanished. Guirenniao Sports, once thriving and endorsed by celebrities, ultimately could not withstand the stringent conditions imposed by the CCP. Similarly, Hongxing Erke narrowly avoided bankruptcy but continues to grapple with transformation challenges. Additionally, the recent significant decline in sports brand Li Ning's stock price illustrates the problem many leading sports companies, previously valued at tens or even hundreds of billions, now find themselves in. The decline in Guirenniao is certainly related to the founder's investment mistakes, but in a business environment dominated by CCP politics, no company has smooth sailing. Naturally, Guirenniao also found it difficult to thrive independently. This is a fundamental reason for Guirenniao's failure, as well as the root cause of many other companies' failures. Today, when people mention the former richest man in Guangzhou and Guirenniao, there's only a sigh left.